Hey guys, I'm back. It's 1:30 and I tell you, when the dam breaks, the dam breaks when it comes to my luck. Sorry, I'm having to take my medicine. I've missed 2 doses and I'm stressed out. Well, I can legally say now they have got me on a depression medicine, so I don't jump out of vehicles anymore or forget, or hopefully it'll help with my mood and remember who the hell my husband is. But went and I did first I had to do the CT scan. Now listen, when I left this morning I had a panic attack, and I'm not good with being in vehicles because I get severely nauseous or pass out or whatnot, and I forgot to take mine this morning before I left. And on the ride, which was an hour and 15 minutes with this slow transportation driver, I felt sick as a dog. And my mind's gone. And Zoloft. So this will be my first time taking it. Does it have a comment to me? Can I break the 25 milligrams? It's got a, what do you call that? A score in it. Can I break it? I'm just wondering, because I mean, I know it causes sleepiness, drowsiness, and all that good stuff, and I don't want to be drugged up. And I may want to take my I need my muscle relaxer because my back is tense. But I don't want this to interact with this, or the gabapentin for that matter. Excuse me. And I'm drugged for the day, so hold on. I'm going to check that. Sorry about that. I had to go online and check that. Because, I mean, I wasn't sure. And a lot of people have said you can, because since mine's scored, I could take half of it in the morning. I mean, take half of it for a week and then up it to the 25 milligrams. It's like I told her, I don't want to be medicated up, especially since I'm taking my pain pills and muscle relaxers for everything else. So I'll go on half of a 25 for a week, and then I'll up it. Let's see here. I'm trying to. We did. So as we're going down the mountain, I get severely sick, and he had to pull over because I got severely sick. And I felt flighty, and like I said, my brain feels like it's an ocean recently. So then I got back in the vehicle. We made it down. I felt like I had been on the ocean for a year when I got out of the vehicle. And went in severely sick and nauseous, and had to go downstairs to do the CT scan. But this CT scan was where I had to take that, which I've never had to do this before. Take that nasty, chalky, it was a size of my water bottle, my 20 ounce, my 17 ounce, almost 17 ounce bottle of this nasty medicine. So I sipped on half of it, and then I threw up everywhere. Yeah, threw up everywhere. So then they ended up bringing a trash can beside me, and I had to sit for another 30 minutes and sip on the other half, which I had to force myself to keep it down, and had that scan done. Then I had to go upstairs and take my drug test. I have to do monthly, and I couldn't, as I'm peeing for the drug test, I'm throwing up in the sink that's right beside it. Or otherwise, it would have been on the floor like I did downstairs. Did that, and I really don't know. Obviously, I went on a mental trip because that's why I'm on the Zoloft. Because all I asked for was, something, and I don't know what happened this morning since my anxiety attack to the drive down there and everything, and I knew it was happening. I knew it was coming. I even said it on the video this morning, that usually when I have an anxiety attack or a panic attack, there's usually something else that's coming. And obviously my brain started shutting its tabs down, and next thing I remember was waking up in a dark room, laying on the exam room table, being checked for a stroke or anything, or had my blood pressure checked, my heart checked, and everything, and had that done. Then she said that she needed me to go on Zoloft. I didn't want on Zoloft. Somebody had recommended a benclofen or a benclodinac, something like that, for the seizures and the dementia. And that's what I wanted to be put on. But they prescribed me Zoloft, which is something I didn't want on. My husband has been on it, the highest dose you can get. I mean, my husband's a big man, and he needed it. But I've never been on a psychotic medicine ever in my life. I'm 41 and never been on it. Yes, I've had them give me a Valium before, but not here. I mean, this is years ago. But I have never been prescribed psychotic loony bin medicine. And that's how I'm going to put it. Because, I mean, I've got a friend who takes Valiums. They don't do nothing. Valium didn't do nothing to me either. But I'm not too happy I'm on Zoloft. I'm going to be honest. So then they kept me there and said they needed to wait till I got my exams because my guts just seemed to turn inside out after I had to drink that medicine, and then after I threw it up twice. The inflammation has gone down quite a bit, and the enlarged intestines have went down over a week of doing this medicine, which is good. But you're right, Michael Fives. Diverticulitis and appendicitis. I have diverticulitis, but on top of it, I also am showing signs of the appendicitis. So I'm having to get that checked. But they definitely know the diverticulitis is there. But my appendix, it wasn't showing that it was functioning right, and I don't know what goes on to show you have appendicitis. So, but they said that, and I've got the paper right here, my paperwork of everything, and they showed that I'm showing signs of appendicitis. I tell you, I mean, it goes on. I'm gonna get a little bit deeper on this subject. It also showed, and I literally had to go online to see what the hell this means. Excuse my grammar, but it did. So, I mean, and also on my uterus, I'm trying to get through this. Also on my uterus, and I'm reading right here, it showed a 2.5 centimeter, and this is on my uterus, and it showed a 2.5 centimeter mass on my uterus, and a 2.4 cyst on one of my ovaries. Need rechecked because side walls are rigid. So I don't understand what that means. So I've not really checked to see what that means. Also, I had severe, let me find it again, severe amounts of free cul-de-sac fluid. Now, that could be, as one of my doctors, Dr. Sussman, I saw her too today, that could be a showing of cancer, or it can show endometriosis. So, I'm having to have that reevaluated. Let's see here. What else? I'm trying to read everything it actually showed here. There was no stones, which I knew that. My liver seemed to be working better. My liver enzymes were still high, though. I had that blood test done today. Noted. Yeah, cystic structure. So, yeah, that's what I got on this. One, two. I show 2 cysts on my ovaries. 1 cyst. Oh, not cyst. Mass. I'm reading that wrong. 1 mass on my uterus, and I have severe amounts of free cul-de-sac fluid, which could be showing signs of endometriosis. And I have diverticulitis and showing signs of appendicitis. I also didn't know Lyme disease could mess with a female down there. I really didn't. I didn't know it could form cysts or masses. It can cause, for women, endometriosis, which is a form of cancer. I didn't know it could also, with all the severe fluid in between the cul-de-sac. I'm not going to explain this because most men watch my site. Go online and figure it out yourself. Could show that there could be either a cyst that has burst, but I don't believe that, because about my last MRI showed that I had small amounts, not small amounts, mild amounts of free-flowing fluid in my cul-de-sac, and now it's severe amounts. And that was the last time I had my MRI, which was about right before I moved here. So, I mean, it could be a cyst that exploded or burst. But 6 months ago, I showed no ovarian masses. I showed no ovary cyst on my ovaries. I did not show diverticulitis or appendicitis, and I only had mild free amounts of flowing fluid in my cul-de-sac. But now that's like, it's like my breast. Every 3 to 6 months, I'm having more masses on my breast. I mean, and you guys, if you follow my journey, I started off with nothing, and then 5 months later, I have 1 on each breast, and 3 months later, I have now, which one? 2 on my right. 1 at 12, 1 at 11. This one's at, whatever, 12, 1, 3 o'clock. And then I'm fixed to go and have to get another breast exam. But yes, they're having me go in next week. I think it's next Friday, and they're gonna have to run through the gynecologist crap, all that, because last time I ended up doing that, it showed abnormal on everything through the female checkup. And I usually you get that once a year, but see, now I'm having to do that every 6 months. So, and last time, for the past 2 times, it showed severe abnormal on everything. So, I got to get that done next week. I've got to, they're going to do an ultrasound on my appendix, and something about some kind of dye, like they did when they checked my gallbladder before it was removed, to see if it's actually working properly, and find out what's this rigid mass that's on my uterus. And then and then they're sending me to who is it? Dr. Steele, that's on the top floor for the chance of endometriosis that's showing I might have. So I didn't know Lyme causes this, but I've heard it does. So I can at least say my inflammation obviously has went down, and so has my intestines. The enlargement of it has went down. I go in for that issue, and they find stuff I didn't have. And now I'm on this psychotic medicine, which the more they're finding wrong with me due to what, because Lyme can cause, the more psychotic and depressed and brain shut down I'm getting. So I don't know. It's hard to try and hold back your emotions on recordings. And I mean, my husband comes home in an hour, less than an hour, and I probably give him the good news. Hey, my inflammation's going down, and this is going down. Also, they told me to start trying some small amounts of food since the inflammation is going down. But I don't have an appetite. So, you're constantly walking on a double-edged sword. And then, Miss Garland, that's my main, I'm looking outside, guys, as I'm talking, because I'm trying to just, I'm just trying to process all of it, I guess. So, I'll tell him the good news, but I don't know how much more bad he can actually take, to be honest. I really don't. So, I mean, I don't know what else to say. I'm going to take it easy for the rest of the day, and, sorry, I had to step outside if you guys heard it. Both my Shih Tzu and my both my Shih Tzu and my Pit Bull were howling like wild animals. Hope you had a better day than me. I hope it's warm and you enjoy your weekend. God bless. Look for the silver lining, because if you don't, no one else will. If you like this video, go down and hit the subscribe button and like. But God bless, guys.